If I'm gonna do this with all my heart and passion and soul, then it should be connected to who I am. What's up, everybody? This is Loczi, and you're watching Before the Stage on BPMSupreme.com. I've always been really emotionally connected to music. I went to high school in London. I had an opportunity to go into a venue and see a proper DJ play. And it was interesting because the DJ was orchestrating the emotion of the crowd. And London is a very eclectic population of people. So you had people with different genders, different political affiliations, different languages that they speak, different cultural heritage backgrounds. The music was able to transcend all of those barriers that was put in place by culture. In that moment, everyone came together. I think music is this one unifying force that can take people from completely different walks of life and bring them together into one space for the opportunity to literally just to celebrate. First equipment that I ever purchased were Technique 1200s, and it was set up on the kitchen table in the house that I lived in college. When I first started DJing, I was a freshman in college, and I had gone with a buddy of mine, and he was working for this guy that did mobile gigs. And at the time I was working 3 jobs. I went with him, he played music, everyone danced. He went back, dropped off all the stuff, and got paid more money than I made working all 3 jobs in 2 weeks. And it wasn't the money that intrigued me, but I would have paid someone to be in his position. So the next day I quit all my jobs, and I went to that guy's boss, and I was like, hey, I work for you now. Eventually I was playing in Orange County when I first started DJing. I was playing all the clubs in Orange County, and they said, well, we're gonna put you on a flyer, so we need your DJ name. And I was like, well, what is it? What's my DJ name? They're like, I don't know, you gotta tell me. And so I started thinking of all these names, and then I thought about the fact that if I'm gonna do this with all my heart and passion and soul, then it should be connected to who I am. So I just said, yeah, just call me DJ Loczi. The first big, massive show that I did was this festival in Utah called the Big Ass Show. And I'd flown out there with Red Bull. I was touring with Red Bull, and there was 50,000 people at this festival. That was probably one of the biggest first shows. The number one piece of advice that I would give anybody that wants to make a career in music is you have to put the music first. But really, it's about making sure that the music is right. If you're producing music, then make sure that you write really, really solid pieces of music. If you're doing mashups, make sure that your mashups are really solid. If you're just DJing, make sure you know your records and you practice playing those records before you get to the venue. But I think if you keep the focus on the music and what matters, then the other stuff kind of falls into place. I've never chased money, I've never chased fame. I've always chased being a better version of myself at all times. I've got some pretty big residencies in Las Vegas coming up, some other residencies international, and across the United States as well. So 2015 is going to be a big tour year for me. I also have a house moniker where I'm producing all deep house, and I'm going to be touring underneath that moniker as well. So really this winter is about writing. And I'm still going to be touring and playing shows and playing residencies in Vegas and throughout the United States. But come March and April of next year, it's really going to be full steam ahead. Probably a full tour schedule. We're looking at around between 175 to 200 shows next year, and a full release schedule all through next year.